This bout is...
And, of course, we fight outside today, Johnny. Here we go for round one. Nice right hook. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Beautiful counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both of these fighters have had their moments. There's a counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Catch and shoot.
Switch on. Switch on.
Let's talk about Nelson. Talk about Nelson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe. Let's do it.
Talk about Nelson in that. That will do it. They want no more. I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale. It's Roy It's Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the four kings of boxing alongside Roberto Duran. What a pleasure to be. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. No defense for that hook. Catch and shoot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. That counter shot lands. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Exchange punches. That punch lands. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
You believe what we are seeing. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell for round three. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Nice slip to avoid the jab. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. The straights continue to score. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left uppercut does. Whoa, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that's you. They're the size of an average man.
Rest for the weary. And he scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him clean. That uppercut doesn't get through. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. There's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. very close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. Let's start the sixth. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously...
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh my word, down goes RJJ! Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
How about that time counter shot? It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 7. Finish this. 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 Fini
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
To make or break.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Good counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good punch. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That uppercut misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result. And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light
for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
There can only be shook.
This battle.
All the talking has been. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Caught him. Beautiful counter punch. He parries away the left uppercut. Nice counter. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good one. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss for that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good job defending the jab. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Caution being thrown to the wind. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still want to fight.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Here we go to the fourth round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A perfect counter land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Lomachenko goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with it.
And there's the bell for round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back.
And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. So they will throw in the towel. The court. Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is. It's the Roy. This bout, expectations are sky. And there's the bell to start round 1. Punch, counter punch. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Counter punch. That's another scoring shot. That counter shot lands. The jab doesn't quite connect. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice counter shot. The right hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominant.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Catch and shoot. That counter punch caught him clean. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. These two fighters are made for one another. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round.
That's a terrible round, that is.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fight is done! Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I... Do your business.
Now you're switching off. You've done all of your work, all through camp, to get here and blow it now. So I need you...
And box.
Take your time. Great work, this. It's all going nicely. It's all going to plan.
Time!
You're better than that. You've switched off completely. Get your mind back in the game. That's a terrible round. That's a...
Great work. I love that. You've been doing so well. Those jabs are slick. She's flustered over there. She's trying...
Box.
throw it from your mind, all right? Let's go out there. Let's reset.
Let's fight.
That's it. Her legs are gone. Her legs are gone.
Keep away from her. Keep away from her now.
Time!
What are you doing? You've done all your work, all the way through camp. So get out there and use it. Switch on.
Let's do it.